Welcome back, folks. Today, right now, we're doing some skid loader work. So, we cleaned out this fence line here, as you can tell. It used to look like that up there. Really bad and dirty. And so, it wouldn't really dry down here too good on the bottom. You know, it'd be pretty wet, even though there's springs under here. But we cleaned all this out, and so we can get to the creek. And you can see there's a lot of sticks and stuff in there. So we're gonna dig it out a little bit with the skid loader. But I'm not gonna do that today because we got like 6 inches of rain, or at least 4, which 4 inches is a lot. So it's pretty wet right there. I'd get buried with the skid loader. But right now, I'm just getting all these trees out of the field here. So when we're ready to spread fertilizer, we can. And then I'm just gonna grab them, take them over there, dump them on a pile. Alright, I got it all moved, and then I pushed most of the stumps and other stuff back away from the field. So they're off the edge of the field there, so we should be alright. And then there's some sticks there I gotta pick up, but I can come back and get them, so that's no big deal. And next thing I want to do is I want to go back to the farm and get the bucket for the skid loader, because since we cleared out all these trees, we can get a little closer to the creek now, and there's all of this grass here. Ideally, we would burn it, but we need to have either a south or a east wind, and we haven't really had any of them on good days. Now, of course, when we do have a south or an east wind, it's, you know, wet or super windy or something like that. So that's what we're doing now. We'll head back up to the farm and get the bucket. Alright, so what I want to try and do with the bucket is get all this grass. Because this was brush mowed when we put that culvert in there. And so there's a lot of this dead grass laying there. I already got a couple piles of grass and sticks and stuff that I raked up earlier today. So even if my grass gathering job doesn't work, it won't be a wasted trip down here. So I can grab that. Well, I don't think most of that was brush mowed. I thought it was. I thought it was all brush mowed. But I scraped and scraped and scraped and scraped and scraped. I got a pretty good amount off that line. I picked up them piles. I just got one more bucket to dump on there. But yeah, I put it all on the brush pile here, so whenever I go to burn that should burn really good. Take right off and blow white smoke everywhere. And so I'm gonna dump that last bucket on there, and then I'm gonna go up, get the Ranger and the trailer, so I can pick up a couple of them sticks over there, and then there's some in another field to do. So I should be able to get that all done before dark, as long as I can get that slow machine back before it gets dark. We've been through this before, haven't we? Stop looking at my ass. drop my load. Unloading montage. I hope you said bless you. I bet you thought I was backing at it. Alright, well now that it's dark out. Oh, that's a cool little sunrise. But anyways, now that it's pretty much dark out, I really call it a sunrise, bro. That's a cool little sunset. But anyways, I got the corn planter, and I'm gonna work at putting these brushes on now, since I used up all my daylight. So, if you wanna watch me do that, then here we go. Alright, I already got a couple of them out. I took them out yesterday, so I'll kind of just show you a little bit how wore they are. And a little bit of difference. So, there's a long brush there. You can tell how much that's wore from the old one to the new one. And then here's like these bristles here. And these are, I think, what controls more of the seed. See, they're not really like wore down, but they're, you know, spread out. So we'll replace them. We got them anyways, so we might as well just replace them and save them. So I'm probably gonna lose like most of these little screws here. Look at how small that thing is. And there's just a real little hole there that you gotta shove through the little bristles. Come on. Okay. And then if you come with me, this sits in that little slot right there, that little curved one. Then you gotta try and fish the bolt through the hole there, and jeez. Come on, where's the hole? That's the hardest part, is find the damn hole. Jeez. Okay. I can't do it. That ain't even the tricky part. And there's these tiny little things. You can't even hardly see that. Jeez, almost lost one right there. You see how small that little bugger is? If I lose that, that thing's gone forever. And then you gotta put this little thing. Oh, this little thing's gotta go on there before you put your washer and your lock nut on there. So, your lock washer. Ah, oh, damn it. First one I already dropped. Jeez. Oh, fucker. Son of a bitch. It won't be 11 minutes for you guys. It took 11 minutes to do. Oh, geez. I lost the lock washer. This is a pain in the keister. I tell you what. Oh my goodness. I swear, every one I'm dropping them because they're that small. And then when you drop them, you can't find them. I couldn't imagine doing this on the beam planner with 15-inch row spacing. 30-inch rows is hard enough. 15, I couldn't imagine that. And that'll probably be done soon too. You know, that little sucker was tucked right up in there. Gosh, man. I still got 3 left. You know, the reason why I'm going so slow is because I don't have no tunes cranking. Time to crank the tunes! I got them all done. Well, I kind of figured it out towards the end, but the first 3 were just god awful. Oh my goodness. Fucking dropping the washers, dropping the lock washer. Once you drop them fuckers and if you don't see where they land, they're gone. I lost 1 washer and 1 lock washer, but as long as the nut's on there, that's all I give a shit about. So it's like 11 o'clock, and I'm going home. If you stayed this long, thanks for watching, and see you in the next one, I guess.